You feel this nervousness on the phone there?
Sir, I've been trying to make an urgent phone call up there.
Well, I don't think it's something I want to do on an overseas phone.
You gotta make some phone calls. Hang up the phone. Prank caller. Prank caller.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Packernet After Dark. This is the call-in show, the Packernet Podcast Network. If you'd like to call in, if you'd like to participate in the show, please feel free to do so. The phone number here is 608-501-0718. New callers go directly to the front of the line. We don't have any new callers today, so let's just get started with Chris from Alabama.
What's going on, Ryan? Chris from Alabama.
What's up, dude?
The game is over, and we proved who the real kings of the North was. And it's also fitting that this so-called MVP caliber quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, he's got really good odds to win the MVP, like the sixth highest, depending on where you look. It's crazy. It's crazy how good his odds are.
In the MVP conversation, blah, 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 blah. When the game mattered the most and a play needed to be made, Caleb Williams did not make the play because he trashed. That's exactly what happened. He didn't make the play. He trashed. The Bears are trash. The Bears have got exposed. And we did exactly what we were supposed to do. We beat the Chicago Bears like we always do. Always do. I am so enlightened. I am so excited. I am so whatever synonyms that you can have for happy, I'm next. We won. We beat the sorry, trash, garbage, manure, cow manure Bears. And we once again showed everybody we are the kings of the North. And that's all I got to say. And I am ecstatic. And, hey, we'll see the clowns in 2 weeks, and we're going to do it all over again. Go, Pack, go. And I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, how sweet it is.
The real test is going to be, can we go to Chicago and beat them by even worse than that? Because everybody's going to look at it and say, you know, that was pretty tight, that was pretty close. And Bears fans they're already chirping. It's unbelievable. You know, again, I went into this saying, I'm going to be cool because we see them in 2 weeks. And I don't need to be running my mouth, although I should, because it's not like they're going to be cool back if we lose next time. But whatever. Like, I'll let them go just hang out and go dormant for a while. We'll see how the other game goes before we figure out how to play this. And they're still out there running their freaking mouth. They're so stupid, dude. They're so dumb. Got people trying to pull receipts on me? You lost, dummy. Anyways, but you already know everybody's going to be, leaning Bears or say this is going to be a much tighter contest, all that stuff. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that analysis. It's just I need the Packers to make that stupid. Go in there and win by 10, by 14, 15. Do it. Just do it. Screw them, bro. You know what I mean? Screw those guys.
What's going on? It's Omar the Firefighter. How y'all doing?
What's up, dude?
That was a great game. Good game. It was funny because my wife wanted to watch the game, and she normally don't watch football with me. And so when she came in, that's when the Bears started coming. I was like, no, you got to leave. And you can't watch the game with me. And then when they went for the 2 points, she's sitting there waiting like, I want to see what's going to happen. And then they got the 2 point, and I was like, no, you need to go. So then I watched the game by myself almost to the end.
Bro, I was the one that was kicked out. I agreed to it. My son and I agreed that that's probably the best course of action. But again, it was the same thing. I went upstairs, and we finally were stopping the Bears. I came downstairs. They scored. I was exiled upstairs, and then we scored and got a pick to end the game. So, it had to be what it had to be.
And my youngest daughter came in when we scored our last TD, and she stayed and watched the whole rest of the game with us.
Freaking tie her to the
with
couch.
Me. And I told her she's my good luck charm.
Mm-hmm.
So we won that. Excited about that. I do have a concern. My only really good concern is I get that Bo Melton scored the touchdown pass. That was nice. But I felt like they was like, okay, well then you should play more receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't see Golden but like a couple more like plays. And
I'm hoping it's more injury related. Because I think he played like 6 snaps. And again, you start looking at flow of the game. It's like Golden goes out for the first time and it's a pick. And it was his only target of the game. And I don't think that's Golden's fault. I don't think he went too deep or anything. Maybe he did. I don't know. But it just kind of felt like, all right, enough of this. Like, we're not doing this. We got guys that we have better rapport with Watson and Dobbs and Reed, and we're not screwing around with Golden because it's just freaking ruining everything. And that was my concern too when I saw that pick. I was like, bro, he's not going to play the rest of the day. Like, I don't think Jordan wants him out there. I don't think LaFleur is going to let him go back out there. Like, it's just, we're over this. We're done with this. And that sucks, and I hope I'm wrong. But even I was kind of a little bit like, you know what? If it's not ready, it's not ready. Let's not force this. We got such a good thing with Watson. Reed is looking great. Like, why should we screw around with this? I still have confidence in everything that's going on, but it's not. I mean, with Golden, but it's just not working right now. It's not clicking. They're not on the same page. They haven't figured that out yet. So let's not force it in a critical game like this, which, by the way, every game from now on out is going to be critical, including the playoffs. So unless something clicks in practice, maybe we don't need to see him a ton. And we'll figure it out next year. You know what I mean? Is what it is. I have no interest in forcing and losing games because we need to force Matthew Golden into this role where we want him to be something. Okay, well, he's not, and we're going to lose games. So let's just leave it alone.
Like, everything that Melton is doing, Golden can do the exact same thing. Now, I'm not sure if it's because when Golden maybe was playing in the first quarter, maybe he didn't run his route correctly, and that's why the interception happened. I don't know. But, like, a lot of passes to Bo Melton should have been Golden. Even, like, the Dobbs pass when he tried to throw it, bomb it to Dobbs, I'm like, that's Golden all day. You could throw it farther than that. That's a little confusing, and it's sad. Like, if I was Golden, I'd be kind of mad. Like, how come the cornerback got more touchdowns than I got? But I don't know whose fault that is. I don't know if that's Golden's fault because he's not running the right routes, or if it's just LaFleur not playing him enough. I don't know. I've seen him out there, but it's just weird. Like, I don't want to see Bo Melton on the field on offense more than Golden is all I'm saying. But other than that, we played a good game. They kind of started running the ball on us in the second half, so my concern still with the D-line. But ultimately, it was great. So we did a bend, don't break, and we made the play when we needed to. But I will say the Bears earn my respect. They're a pretty good team. Like, that's the best Bears team probably they had in a while. And Caleb Williams looked like the quarterback that they wanted to. Not necessarily because he's accurate, but he's breaking tackles, and we couldn't sack him for anything. So it's definitely going to be a hard game when we play him again. But anyway, go Pack Go. Excited we won. But
it is annoying, man. I mean, he's just, I wish he wasn't good at it. I wish it was a fluke. It's just not. He has a sense. And I don't know. I don't know, man. It's freaking annoying. I mean, it's Bears quarterbacks. Justin Fields was very good at that. I think Caleb is better than Justin in terms of evading sacks. Justin was better at when he gets free, he could break a 70-yard touchdown run. Caleb's not doing that. He'll get the first down, which is annoying as hell. But either way, they both were freaking scary. But it's, I don't want to minimize it too much. His ability to pick up critical first downs in situations where other guys would be sacked is massively valuable, right? And it's a value that other people don't necessarily have. But if he doesn't start passing better, I mean, it can only call so much. I said call because I'm reading something that says call. I gotta stop trying to multitask. It can only compensate so much. And again, if Caleb can just get that accuracy up 10%, He's a shockingly scary quarterback. If he can't, he will not get another contract with Chicago. And if he does, I will laugh hysterically.
Hey, one last thing, Ryan. I want to kick this dead horse. Somebody's got to teach these officials how to call holding because they just have no clue how to call holding.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm going to go. Bye.
And everybody's going to force me to start doing the thing where I dig up the rule because now everybody's talking about even it started with Parsons saying that, well, it's not in the rule book that, you have to grab the shoulders and they're not grabbing my shoulders or something. And now Bears fans caught wind of that. So now it's so funny how somebody learns something and then they pretend that they knew it their whole life. I can't stand when people do that. You can see all the Bears fans at the exact same time going, "You're so stupid, you don't even know the rule." Really? Really? So all of a sudden, Bears fans know the rule out of nowhere. Everybody just knows the rule, which, by the way, they don't know the rule. They just heard from somebody else that the rule says that what they're doing is fine. Of course, if somebody did that to their pass rusher, they would throw an absolute temper tantrum. But it doesn't matter because somebody told them that the rule allows it. And so, we can do that to Micah Parsons all we want, and it's not breaking the rules. Which even that is stupid. Because anybody can objectively look at that and say that should not be allowed. If you're telling me that the rule book allows that, then that needs to be changed because that's stupid. But I'm going to have to dig into that and figure out what the heck is going on and what exactly the rule is and all that nonsense. Because apparently it seems like what they do is they try to just keep their arm around him as long as they possibly can. Without being on the side. So it's kind of a hook, but it's not a hook where I'm standing behind you, I'm standing on the side of you. So to be fair, it's hard to generate any power from that direction, but they're still doing it. And so they try to hold that as long as they possibly can, and if it drifts up over his neck, then so be it. Just is what it is. Of course, they're all going to do that because the body goes where the head goes. It's so much harder to move forward when your head's being ripped back. But I'm not behind him. So I'm not grabbing him and holding him from behind. I'm just kind of still maintaining my block just from the side kind of thing. You know what I mean? I'm not grabbing him. I'm just kind of using my arm to obstruct him. And eventually I'll let go. But at that point, the quarterback has escaped the pocket and he's already gone. From most of the ones I can see, that's it. There's not a lot of actual grabbing. There's not a lot of holding from behind. It's almost like they've perfected how to hold him without holding. I'm sure there's examples that are worse than what I'm describing. Just the ones that people seem to be showing on social media, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of, from the side, arm up around the neck, Caleb's head backward as his body's still trying to pull forward. And I'm guessing what people are going to say is, well, that's not holding because there's no physical actual holding. It's kind of obstructing from the side, I don't know. I don't freaking know, man. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? It's Arliss.
What's up, dude?
Man, it's been a long week. I've been pretty quiet, man. I've been waiting for this game all week. Haven't been trash talking Bears fans. Just been silent, man. Just chilling, Packers just won the game. And you know what? To keep it classy, instead of calling up all the Bears people that I know, I live here in Chicago, Chicagoland. I'm just chilling. I'm just gonna let me sit back and wait and see what they say first. Let's see if I hear any excuses, any whining, any
Exactly.
rest did this, whatever it is. And then
That's mostly what I've been doing. I've been polite. My only real direct message to Bears fans was good game, see you in 2 weeks. Any trash talk I've done beyond that is responding to Bears fans who are just saying stupid crap. I mean, whether they're directly coming at me, mocking Micah Parsons for being a quote-unquote ghost, mocking our wide receivers, mocking our quarterback, you guys really want to freaking do this. I'm genuine, and some Bears fans take me up on it. They found that, good game, see you in 2 weeks thing, and they're like, yeah, dude, that was a good game, I'll see you. Okay, cool. But some of these guys are just freaking trolls, and they just want to fight, and, I mean, if that's what you want, I'll give you what you want. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that whole thing with, You know, it's like don't give them what they want. It's like, well, what he wants is to be stupid and be called stupid, and I'm sorry, I'm going to oblige him on that. I don't understand. Like I don't even get. I mean, first of all, it's not like he's getting hundreds of Elon bucks from this post. You know what I mean? He's getting some engagement, but it's very minor. So what is it he's getting? He's getting called stupid because he went out and was stupid. Okay. It's like that scene from Batman, the one good one, with Heath Ledger. By the way, I thought, what's his name that plays Batman was a poor decision, and that kind of ruined the movie as far as you could. But the Joker thing with Heath Ledger was great.
I don't understand the Batman talking like this. I thought it was the dumbest thing in the world.
Why are we doing that? But the scene where he's in the interrogation room and he's like goading the guy, the police officer that's guarding the door. And he's like, yeah, dude, I know you just want me to beat you and you would enjoy it, so I'm not going to do it. And then he eventually gets to the point where he ticks him off enough where he's like, I know you're going to enjoy this. I just got to make sure I enjoy it all that much more. And it's kind of that way, but it's also like, who cares if he enjoys it, dude? I don't care. I'm going to kick your freaking face in. Like, if that's the thing you enjoy is getting beat up, cool, bro. I'll happily oblige that. The thing you enjoy is being called stupid because you're stupid? Okay. Deal. Where do I sign?
And then I'll strike. And then I'll talk about how great we are. And just how phenomenal J-Love played. Christian Watson played. Our boy Josh Jacobs is back. Who else played well, man? Just all around damn good team effort. Nixon, you know, it's an emotional game, man, but he came through. All is well. All is forgiven. Water under the bridge. My man Nixon. Man, just damn good game, man. I will say this about the Bears, man. It's a good team. Right? We right now we can't trash talk the Bears and say they're not a bad team. They are a good team. They got a, you know, I'll say slightly above average offensive line. They've got a good running game.
Yeah.
And I think that the coach called a good second half. You know, he wore us out. They ran that ball and they kept our defense on the field, and you know that was smart. Caleb Williams is still their limitation. You know, he had some good throws today, but the thing is, you know, he's kind of a one-trick pony or a two-trick pony, right? He can evade the sack, but he has to roll to his right. Almost everything he did was rolling to his right. Now, we got a lot on tape, a lot of rolling to the right on tape, so I'm hoping that, you know, Hafley looks at that and we take some of that away in 2 weeks. Because I'll admit, he's one of the better quarterbacks rolling to the right, but you can't do that all game. You're not going to go far if that's your...
Yeah, he is a two-trick pony. Roll to the right and throw to the wide open guy, which Ben Johnson does a phenomenal job. Which, by the way, it's not just wide open. Caleb occasionally is dog crap and occasionally will throw the most perfect, tight-laced ball in the world. So there's that. But again, roll to the right, throw to somebody, or evade pressure, run for a first down. He's a master of the things that he's good at. But when you're that limited, bro, come on. And it is scary, too, because you think, well, why don't we just blitz somebody off that side? Because if he misses, you are beyond screwed, and the odds of him missing are relatively high. So it's a dangerous game. I mean, putting Micah over there to be able to chase him down when he escapes is one great way to do it. Having somebody ready for when he steps up to smoke him in his frickin' mouth like Kingsley did. I don't know how well you can plan that, but boy, if you could, just spam that button all day long because that was fun to watch. It's tough though. I mean, it's again, are they a good team? I don't think so. You know, they're not, maybe not a bad team. They're more of a mediocre team than like a high level, really good team. But they do have things that can hurt you. Again, they have a good offensive line. They have a good run game. I think they have a good play calling coach. I think that's all true. I also think they have one of the worst defenses in football and a quarterback that's wildly inaccurate and a decent group of wide receivers, not elite, although that tight end is really starting to pop. So again, I mean, they're not dog crap to the point where it's freaking embarrassing if you lose. I mean, and even if they're dog crap, every game comes down to the wire. We don't have any dog crap. Well, Minnesota. But even Minnesota, I mean, look what they just did to somebody. You can't even go into that game. And Minnesota's one of the worst teams in football. You cannot go into that game just saying this is going to be light work. No, it's not. Because Justin Jefferson will light you up. They have phenomenal offensive linemen when they're healthy. The quarterback was drafted high for a reason. And even though it's usually not coming to fruition, this dude has ability. And the running backs are decent. And the wide receiver is elite. Solid tight end. And easily top 10 defense. Now, are they a good team because I can rattle off those things? No, they're still one of the worst in football. But they've got some components that will beat the crap out of you. And that's true of, by the way, Cleveland, bad football team. Also, just so happen to have the best player in the entire NFL. So, again, even teams that you can find that are not very good, they have enough individual pieces to wreck your day. Very few teams you play, you look at and just go, there's really nothing here. Especially those bad teams, because those bad teams are the ones that get those top 5 picks all the time. So they're bad teams that have some of the most dangerous players in the entire NFL. Unless you're the Jets, and it's like we had some and we gave them all away. We gave our defensive tackle to Dallas. We gave Sauce to frickin' Indy. Okay, well, you had elite players, and they still have a couple that are very good. So, if we were to rank the Bears, they would be probably more toward the middle than at the top. But like any team, like all teams, they got some stuff that is freaking scary. Denver is another team. They're a little bit more on the fraud spectrum. In other words, their record makes them seem a little better than they are. But they've got some stuff, and we'll go over it, that, I mean, I have no problem saying the Packers are the better team on just a straight line. But when you look at it in terms of how much they have going for them, just like every other game this year, it's going to be very simple. If they play their best ball and we don't, we lose. I mean, if both teams show up exactly the same, there's a good chance we win, depending how the ball bounces, a couple fluky things here and there. But if we're on an even plane, there's an above 50% chance we win. Again, pending the weird stuff. But, again, that's where it gets to be complicated, because I spend a lot of time trying to get people to understand we are a better team than them. And then something like that happens, and it's like, I don't know, dude. And it's like, well, to be very clear, what we saw is very, very much achievable from a team that is exactly as I described. And when I went through over the review, I told you, this is probably the best offensive line we're going to face all year. Maybe arguably one of, I don't want to say the best offensive line in football. I don't know of one. They are certainly the best in the NFC North today. Packers offensive line has fallen off. The Lions offensive line has fallen off. The Vikings, I don't know if it's fallen off or if it's about where it was, but it's struggling and it's got injuries and everything. It's not even close. The Bears are far and away the best. And I can't, off the top of my head, think of a better offensive line. There's probably some that have emerged. The ones that come to mind are ones that are probably ones from a few years ago. Like if I was less familiar, I would have said Lions, not realizing how much has fallen off. Same with like the Eagles. Maybe, but this isn't, 2 years ago, or even last year for that matter. So I don't know if they're up there with the Bears, especially if we're talking run blocking. The Lions are actually pretty solid with that, but they're also dealing with injury stuff. And I think Penei Sewell skews that because he's the best run blocker in football. So I will tell you the Packers are better than all the opponents they have coming up. I will also tell you that it's unlikely we sweep, and that every single one of these games is going to be a freaking dogfight.
If that's your one trick, and evading sacks are your one trick, because eventually, we're going to figure you out. And I think that we have enough to really figure that kid out. What else was I going to say? I was going to say something else, man. I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah, no, Bears are a respectable team, man. I'm not going to do a lot of trash talking, right? At least not about the Bears. Maybe the Bears fans, but that team, man, good on them. But our team, hell yeah, buddy. All right, I got to go, man. I got some stuff to do. I'll holler at you. Bye.
Thanks for checking in, dude. And yeah, I'm trying to be that same dude. And if I get off social media, it's no problem. But again, I just shot it out immediately, like, good game, man. I'm not going to talk trash, whatever. And it's just nothing but, like, they are running their mouth like crazy right now. I don't know what caused it to get all fuzzy there, but, like, everything just shut down for me. Audio and whatnot, that was a pain. Anywho, freaking reboot everything, pull everything back up. And then what's annoying is I do a stupid reboot, and As soon as you do that, the web browser's like, oh, we updated everything. You're going to love all the changes. Like, all right, that's great. Thank you for that. I'll see if anything is interesting. Bro, it just cleared all the freaking cache or cookies or whatever the heck it is. And so I'm over here like pushing V, and it should just pop up Google Voice, and it's like, you want to search V? Like, what? Wait a minute, where's the thing? So I got to actually type the thing, and then I got to log into it. It's like, you stupid people. Anyways, we're back. I apologize. Too early for a break, so let's go with, let's make sure all my stuff is set up right. Beer Cheese Benny.
How many times must we take this disgrace? Bears fans always throwing insults in our face. The Packers are the greatest team to ever play the game. Even from time to time, they've been a little lame. How could you ever lump a team with Jim McMahon? Not even Porky Pig was big of a ham. They got a reputation that's mostly based on luck, cause the Bears still suck. Bum, bum. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. They really, 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 really suck. Yes, the Bears still suck. Bum, bum. Let's fucking go, Ryan. The Bears still suck, and the Packers are awesome, dude. I watched the Bears fan, and I played that song 3 times over and over again. Just to prove a point. Caleb Williams, he's the greatest Packers quarterback of all time. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so great. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is my Super Bowl, man. This is my Super Bowl. I don't care what anybody says. This is awesome. Dude, they are such losers. And they're like, they're gonna come up with every excuse in the book. They're gonna come up with every excuse in the book. Oh my gosh. You know what, dude? Jordan Love interception. We were just teasing you guys, thinking that you guys could win. Our defense is so much better, man. Our defense was great today. Oh, wow. I can't say they were great. They were pretty leaky, but we got the job done, man. At the end, especially. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. Oh, that was awesome, dude. I love this, man. I love it. I'm just totally enjoying it, man. Let's go. Unfortunately, I have to work tomorrow. I got my Christmas party tomorrow, and I got a Bears fan that works with me, and I kind of wish I had a cowboy cheese hat because our theme for our party is, like cowboy and crap like that. And so, kind of wish I had a cheese head, like a cowboy hat cheese head. I mean, this is amazing, dude. Caleb Williams, he's so good, dude. He's so elite. He's so much better than Jordan Love. Shut up, you freaking morons. This is awesome. I mean, Caleb Williams is so bad that they couldn't even trust him. Ben Johnson doesn't even trust him. They're like, we're not even gonna throw the ball. Idiots. They are such idiots. And yeah, we have a lot of flaws, but this was like one of the best wins ever. Oh God, I love it. Go Pack, go MFers.
That's part of the game too, man, you know. I mean, I mean, go look at ESPN, which we're going to have some fun with that. Those guys are just having the worst day ever. Homer, it's funny because I go on social media and it's Packer fans are just having the best day. They all sound like Beer Cheese Benny. They're cheering, they're singing, they're dancing. Everyone's having the best time. And I'm scrolling and I see freaking Homer on ESPN just in a rage. You would have thought we lost by 20. So I didn't even bother to listen to the whole thing, and I will find out what he and some other people are surely saying. But I think the point that he and anybody not having a good day are missing is that this is how it goes, dude. It's about digging deep and finding ways to win. If you remember a lot of the Chiefs' victories, or even the Patriots, they struggled a lot. They struggled in the regular season. They struggled in the postseason. Look at that. I just referenced it recently. Where the Chiefs in the postseason, I think they played Buffalo. Buffalo was destroying them, and I was so happy. Like, oh, finally Buffalo's going to win, and the Chiefs are going to lose. Chiefs come back in the second half and just dominate. They come back and win. It was ugly. Why did you suck so bad for an entire half? Not good enough. You can't win that way. Blah, blah, blah. Win pretty, win ugly. Do whatever you got to do, dude. This is a street fight. You can gouge eyes. You do whatever you want. I don't mean that literally. I'm just speaking metaphorically here, but win however you got to win. And then they go and play the Baltimore Ravens. It was the exact same thing. Ravens had them against the ropes. It was over. Come back, they dig deep, they find a way to scrape out a win against Baltimore. Go to the Super Bowl, same thing, end up winning the Super Bowl. I mean, it's not always pretty. And believe me, the rest of the season is not going to be pretty. And here's what I can tell you just based on basic mathematics. We're very unlikely, and I can give you the exact number, not right now, but I will get there, very unlikely to win out the rest of the season. Even less likely to win the Super Bowl. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Just keep swinging. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back.
Hey.
Hey.
1265 fan.
Howdy.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
We were the ones to take them down. The Packers. The Packers took those MFers down. That's right. I told you.
I know.
We were the ones. We were destined. And here we are. Number one. We shouldn't sit and gloat. There's still a lot of season to go. But let's just be steady, be calm, and trust in our team. And back your team. Quit being dweebs. Please. Please.
Such a good word.
Just quit. The whole, you think you know everything that needs to happen, just please. Just back your team. Sit back, relax, watch the games, and enjoy the season that's in front of you, because it is spectacular. Go!
You're right. You did say it. You know, Bears won last week, and it's like, oh, come on, man. It's like, oh, just relax, because we're the ones that need to be the ones to do it. You know what I mean? We just need to be the ones to do it. And you were right. It's so much better this way. If they, granted, if they lost last week and this week, it would just be, they'd be in bad shape. But it's going to hurt them all the more coming into this game really believing, you know? And so hopefully they're in a bit of a downward spiral. We'll see. We'll see. Come on, play the thing.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? It's Hurless again. Hey, you know what I forgot to say in my last call? I just remembered. Hey, I would caution us Packers fans. Hey, enjoy the win. We earned it, right? And there were obviously, areas where we could have put up more points, right? I feel like we could have scored at will, right? There were some areas where I feel like Jordan kind of wanted to make a statement, right? He wanted to throw that deep ball, and he might have got a little overzealous, and we lost a couple potential scoring downs because of it. But I would caution the Packers fans that this Bears team they're not bad, so don't give them fuel. And I know some people are probably telling me to shut up and this and that and the third, but I wouldn't want the Packers or Packers fans to give them any more fuel than they have, because 2 weeks from now we're going to see them in Chicago, and this isn't John Fox Bears, this isn't Matt Nagy's Bears, this isn't whoever the hell they're Eberflus's Bears. This is the Bears by a well coached, or coached by a good coach. So I just think that Packers fans should understand that this team this isn't going to be the pushover team of the last couple of decades. So yeah. I don't know. Like I watched this game and I was kind of just thinking I've got a newfound respect for these guys right now. And do I think we're better? Yeah. Do I think we'd win 9 times out of 10? Yes. But I don't think we'd win 9 times out of 10 in like these blowout scenarios. These guys got fight. And even though Caleb is not, a premier quarterback and he's kind of a 2-trick pony, right? He's damn good at those 2 tricks.
Yeah.
And they demonstrated today that they can package that and they can layer it up. So, yeah, that's all I say, man. Enjoy the victory to everyone. Hey, but be graceful. Act like you've been here before, all right? Because in 2 weeks, we got to play them again. And if we handle business in 2 weeks, do whatever you want. At that point, I don't think it really matters, right? Or no. Yeah, man, Packers fans, let's be gracious in victory, man. All right, go Pack, go! Great game today, as we said. That's it. We'll see them boys in 2 weeks. I'll holler at you, Ryan. Bye.
Again, I've been handling it the same way The only problem is they're not going to handle it that way. I mean, they're acting like they won and they lost. So if we're gracious now, because maybe we don't win next week, and then next week they win, they're going to talk so much trash. And where does that leave us? We didn't capitalize on our win and talk trash about them. They capitalize on their win, talk trash. You know, maybe it's a simple matter of get it while the getting's good. Because at some point in life, the Bears are going to beat us. And Bears fans are not going to be gracious when that happens. So why should we be? Just a thought. Again, I'm going to be cautious because I don't want people grabbing a bunch of receipts in 2 weeks. But, I think to some level there needs to be... listen, if they're going to run their mouth, listen, the whole receipt thing doesn't even have any meaning if you don't pull them. You know? The whole point is, if you say something and you lose, it's going to get thrown in your face. If it doesn't get thrown in their face, they're just going to keep saying stupid stuff. So let them eat it, because they're going to make you eat it. You know what I mean? Do you think they care if you're gracious? You think they're not going to come find me, even though I said what I said, which was essentially being gracious to them? No, they're going to come freaking make me eat crap. So screw them. How about that? How about screw them? Maybe that's the thing.
Hey, this Omar Southside calling back again. I just popped in my mind when I saw it. But this is for the off season. But we need to hire the Jets special teams coach. Okay. Or whoever is on his staff, like the most qualified, because they keep getting punt returns and kick returns, touchdowns. They doing a good job. So I would 100% support the most qualified person on their staff that can do special teams. Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna let ours go, unless a miracle happens. Anyway, go Pack, go.
Yeah, I think I do think we need to invest in a new special teams coordinator. I am so livid every single time there is a frickin' special teams play, a punt especially. Anytime we are punted to, there's a penalty. It is shocking the percentage of times that when we are being punted to, there is a penalty. And clearly, it's like, well, what is, why would the special teams court? It's not like he's telling him to do that. It's not. My thought is that our guys are so bad at their job, they're grabbing, right? Not to mention, just generally speaking, a complete lack of discipline, which is a coaching issue. But if these guys are really bad at their job, I mean, like, same with the offensive line. If a guy has a lot of holding penalties, it's probably because he's bad at blocking. You don't need to hold if you don't let people get past you. Same with DBs. Well, they're grabby. Why? Because they can't cover. That's why. If you're really good at covering, you don't really need to, grab and pull and hold. And I think our guys are just so bad. They're getting beat so regularly. They're constantly holding. They're constantly grabbing. They're constantly blocking in the back. And the field position issue, as a result of that, is terrible. Now we got to ask Jordan Love to drive from the 10-yard line. I mean, do you understand how devastating that is? Same with, and I mentioned this before, same with when we punted to them. They were down at like the 15-yard line. Oh, penalty, repunt. This time they get it at the 40? I mean, again, when you look at this game and the fact that it was somewhat close, we beat them, and I think we were winning the whole game. And again, when you look at the probabilities, they never got to 40% chance of winning. So it was never that close. But if you just look at the special teams penalties and mistakes, think about how different things could be if we just had better field position all the time and stopped giving them good field position all the time. It is infuriating. And I if I was a coach, I would have such a hard time not hitting people. And I would just, every time there's a penalty, I would just turn and glare at Bisaccia. At the very least, just look at him like, I hate you. I freaking hate you. Not even mad at the player. I hate you. Yeah. Just think about that song, 5 Minutes Alone. Pantera knockoff of I Want 5 Minutes Alone with Rich Bisaccia. Oh, good times. Play.
Let's go. This is Jared, the Uber driver.
What's up, dude?
Good game. Good game. I mean, I know they came back, but hey, we knew Ben Johnson's going to fight back with his offensive,
They're scrappy.
I guess, prowess. And there were some cool plays in there. And then, yeah, it was a good game. Just, hey, we covered the spread too, shockingly. There you go, But yeah, the luck kind of ran out against us, All the, what's it called, dangerous throws or whatever it is, the PFF stat, caught up at the end. And Keyshawn Nixon got his revenge for being basically choke-held and then getting the penalty.
Yeah.
Such crap right there. But yeah, I'm so proud of that team for going out there and just doing what they did. I thought we should have had more sacks, but Caleb Williams, elusive as hell. Yeah. Let's move on to the next one. Number 1 in the North, y'all. Go Pack, go.
Feels good, man. But it only lasts a week, which is why I continually will say enjoy it. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. I said it after week 1. I said it after week 2. Because when we were talking could go undefeated and all that. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because eventually there's going to be a bad thing that happens. And it's going to be all doom and gloom for at least a week. This is a high. This might be the peak of the entire season right now. So you have 1 week to enjoy it as much as you can. So don't be Homer from ESPN and spend the whole week pissing and moaning about how the best rushing attack in football got 4.3 yards per carry against us. Oh, the horror. It's freaking unbelievable.
Hey, last thing I'll say, Ryan, completely separate, man, and then I'll stop calling so everybody else get their calls in.
You good?
But, man, is it just me, or is Tom Brady just really good at what he does?
I thought he was terrible.
He's good. I
hate
enjoy listening to him call the game. I like the close game.
There's one point, and I only hear them when they say something stupid, to be fair. They probably say some good stuff that I just don't pay attention to, but I'm just watching the game, and I hear them say stupid crap, and I just want to strangle them. But at one point, it was like, oh, there's a penalty. It's it's deep down the field. I was thinking, oh, no, it's holding. And he says deep down the field. I'm like, oh, that might be whatever. And then he's like, oh, it looks like it's on the Bears. I'm like, oh, that's good. And then he's like, oh, it's a penalty in midfield. It's like, is it midfield or is it deep? That like what is the penalty? And then he's like, oh, it might be on the Packers. I'm like, oh. And then like I hear the crowd cheering and seeming happy, but Tom Brady is saying that he thinks it's on the Packers, even though he has no idea where the flag happened or who it's against, and he's changed his mind 3 times. And then the ref comes over and says, like, I don't even remember what the heck it was. It ended up being picked up or something. But I was just sitting like, Brady, can you just shut up? Just don't talk. You're an idiot. There isn't a single, John Madden is the only guy I will ever say was a good announcer. Everybody else is garbage. There's probably some other legendary guys, but I mean, even still, like you listen to like, guys from Mexico or France or anywhere else, and you listen to them announce, and they're so passionate, and they're so this and that. And our guys are they're like fake intellectual. We get all these football players because they like know stuff, except they're just idiots and they're stupid. And they don't know what they're talking about. Occasionally they can give you some, like the Tony Romo thing was cool for like a year. Now he is the worst, dumbest human on planet Earth. Brady feels like the same guy to me. Aikman is just a freaking biased anti-Packers jagoff. I can't stand any of these people. I hate all of them. I just cannot stand it. But I don't want to mute the TV, and I'm not going to listen to the radio like some people do because the timing is off, and I'm not doing that. That's not worth it to me. So I just suffer through it and scream at these announcers at how stupid they are. They drive me freaking crazy. But anyways, RLS liked him.
Commentary from him. It's crazy how like all through the 2010s and 2000s, I couldn't stand Tom Brady, right? Because for But more so 2010s. I couldn't stand Tom Brady because it was like, hey, he's the greatest. But, you know, Packer fans, we're like, no, Rodgers is the greatest.
Yeah.
Well, you know, maybe Rodgers is the greatest talent, but Tom Brady is the best to ever do it. Like, just hands down, the best to ever do it. And since he's retired, dude, I've just been such a Brady fan, man. I'm on a bandwagon. That guy is just freaking, seems like he's cool to hang out with. He's good at his job, and he's just a freaking winner, man. Fuck it, he is. But anyhow, I just got done watching the post game little commentary that he did with the Fox crew, and I'm just like, dude, freaking Brady, man, winning, bro. Just let the Packers. All right, I'm gonna go, man. I'm actually under the weather, and I'm probably drugged up a little bit, so forgive me if I'm talking crazy. I'll talk to you. Bye.
That was a little crazy of you to say, but I don't necessarily dislike Brady. I came around to the fact that once he went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl, I was like, all right, he's the GOAT. That's all there is to it. And it's just, there's no debating it anymore. It's not like his coach or the players, or it obviously wasn't the players. He dealt with garbage half of his career. Well, he had good defense. Yeah, okay, he did, but he won Super Bowls every year. How many guys have good defenses all the time? I'm just, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't dislike Tom Brady at all. I think he's living the dream. I just don't want to hear him talk during a Packer game. Just don't want to hear it. Hate him. Hate anybody that is an announcer for a Packer game or for any football game, because they're just like the refs to me. They just get things wrong all the time, and it annoys me. Stop being stupid and wrong all the time. Okay? Just tick me off. And of course, it always feels like it's against your team. I'm sure 32 teams, fan bases feel that way, where it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think that was a catch. I think that's a good call. I'm going to walk up there with a baseball bat. Okay? That was not a good call. That was a stupid call. He caught the ball. Screw you. Freaking just hate. There's no other word for it. It's hate.
The Bears still suck. 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 And the Bears still suck.
Can't believe we got 2 people calling in singing The Bears Still Suck. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. We're going to end it on that note, by the way. I have a thought for a song today, but I'm so tempted to do something with The Bears Still Suck, even though we already have. We'll see how it goes. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
He sits alone at the sports bar, staring at the screen. Can't believe what he saw. He says, we had 4th and 1 to go. Nixon stole the show. He keeps crying about that throw, how Caleb let it float to Cape Made in the back of the end zone. I say I don't care. Matt LaFleur's 12-1 right there. Bears fan, won't you help me sing along? Let 'em cry. If the tears fall down like rain, let 'em scream. If it eases all the pain, let 'em go. Let 'em drive right back down south. And if the sun comes up tomorrow, let 'em pout. Let 'em pout. This morning I woke up on top. Check the standings, Bears have dropped 9-4 now. Packers sitting first in place. Watson torched them twice for scores. Jacobs punched it in for more. So I cracked a cold one, smile across my face. Let 'em cry. If the tears fall down like rain, let 'em scream. If it eases all the pain, let 'em go. Let 'em curse the frozen ground. And if the sun comes up tomorrow, let them drown. Let 'em drown. No, no, no. Let 'em cry. Let 'em cry. If the tears fall down like rain, let 'em scream. If it eases all the pain, let 'em go. Let 'em walk right out that door. And if the sun comes up tomorrow, they'll want more. Last night Ben tried to win, talked that trash but couldn't grin. He's the same coach who said he loved beating Matt back then. Caleb rolled out to the left, threw it low and Nixon left, screaming, "Go Pack, go!" Let 'em cry. If the tears fall down like rain, let 'em scream. If it eases all the pain, let 'em go. Let 'em walk right out that door. And if the sun comes up tomorrow, let 'em on. Let 'em cry. If the tears fall down